how you get into the UFC. This video is already assuming that you're pro. If you're not pro, you got to do the work of being an amateur first and rising through the ranks and eventually deciding to turn pro and all that, and that can take years. Assuming that you're already pro and that you're good enough to be in the UFC, there are a few ways to make this happen. I think the most approachable goal is getting into Dana White's Contender Series. To do that, you need to have 5 wins on your record. And if you just do a good job in the Contender Series, you can get a contract there. UFC also occasionally in some countries will hold a tournament-style competition called Road to UFC. So if you're in a country at a time that's offering that, you could do that. Could theoretically get on the Ultimate Fighter if they're doing your weight class and you're eligible for it. And then if you get on the Ultimate Fighter, you could either win the Ultimate Fighter or be a big enough personality that they want to sign you anyways. You could just be good enough through fights with other promotions that the UFC just decides they want to sign you. I think that the Contender Series is the path that makes the most sense to the most amount of people. So if you're pro, try to get those 5 wins so that you could technically get on the Contender Series. And also, look, I know it sucks, but you have to be serious about your social media and your online branding. You are taking your SEO seriously. If you have strong followings on social media channels, if you already have a baked-in audience, you are going to be so much more attractive to promotions than if you didn't. A very important piece that I think a lot of people neglect. Sure, if you're in the top 1% of fighters, maybe you don't need to do that because you're going to get into the UFC anyways, but there's a huge group in the middle that could be eligible for the UFC. And if you put the work into your personal branding, your social media, your SEO, things like that, you are going to be way more attractive to them.